What is up everyone, and welcome to another Operation Xbox 360 video, and today we're going to be carrying on looking at my collection. We've got all the titles beginning with M. So without further ado, roll the intro. The first one we've got is Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds. Now I'm not sure what this is. I don't know whether it's a fighter. With it being Marvel and Capcom and Marvel, I imagine it's like a sort of Street Fighter-esque sort of 1v1 split, like half screen sort of thing, you know, like the typical Tekken games and things like that. Although it doesn't look like that from the back, so I'm not entirely sure what it's like. However, I did notice that it's got Albert Wesker in it, which is a bit weird because he doesn't really, I know he's I know he's Capcom, but he doesn't really fit the bill of superheroes and stuff. So I guess he does have special powers. So I might play it. Well, when I will play it, because that's literally what I'm doing here. When I play it, I might just do I don't know if you can do a career playthrough or a tournament with Wesker. This is complete in box with manual, not backwards compatible, but I've had this one quite a while. It's really good condition. I don't know where I got it from or how much it was, so apologies for that. Next we've got good old Mass Effect. Now I have tried playing this, and it is a good game. It is a good game, but there's a but. What put me off it, and what really put me off it, is the fact that it's all text. Like there's no, like, the voice acting is very, very little. Like the majority of it is you got to read it and then respond with some choices, and then read it and respond with choices. And I'm not really into that sort of game. Everything else about it seems really, really good. It's a long game, which means there's a lot of reading. For me, I don't watch films with subtitles, so if I'm watching or playing a game, I like to have the story being told through the character or through the narrator or whatever. But having to read it, there's a lot of it as well, so it is a bit annoying. This does come with manual, complete in box. It is a classics as well. I don't know if you can get a copy that's not classics. I don't like it when they do this, then they frame it with a classics logo. I don't mind the one that's got, it's just a normal box and it's got a little like a medal sort of thing with classics on it. That's not too bad, but I don't really like this whole green classics. It stands out on the spines as well. Not really a big fan, but I will get through it. Definitely, because it is a good game, and it's got a bonus disc as well, behind the scenes documentaries and more, except there isn't a bonus disc in here, so obviously I've been duped. I've only been sold one disc. Not happy, chappy. Next we've got Mass Effect 2. Again, it's going to be, oh, this has got two discs. Oh no, that's why. It's got a little broken spine at the top, look. Not ideal. And it's not even like I don't think I've got any more of these sort of discs. It's going to be a pain in the backside to fix that one. I'll just have to maybe pick up another copy. I don't think it's that expensive, Mass Effect games. Like I said, they're really popular. There's plenty of them about, but for me, it's just the reading part that ruins it. I'm not saying I won't get through it, because I will, but I just think it'd be better if they just narrated it and actually spoke rather than expected you to read the script, because, you know, it's a game, not a book. And then we've got Mass Effect 3, which I believe completes the trilogy. This one also has 2 discs, but this one actually stays in. It has 2 discs, but it doesn't have a manual. It has like a... Is that a manual? No, it's a warranty. One of them warranty ones. Rubbish. So I'm going to have to get another one of those too. Is that the same? Both sides? It's the same both sides. That's weird. So yeah, they're good games. They're quite long games. All 3 of them are backwards compatible though, which is good. It means you can play them on the Series X as well if you really need to. Apparently it's bigger, more intense, and even sexier. What more can you ask for apart from actually speaking and verbalising the dialogue rather than having to read it? Everything else it's got. Like I said, it seems like a good game. When I played it, I enjoyed most of it. It was just that part that really grinds my gears. Next one, we've got Max Payne 3. Now, I remember Max Payne 1. I never played Max Payne 2. Max Payne 1 was quite good. He doesn't look much like Max Payne from what I remember, but the graphics are much better, so we'll see. I've not played this. This does have additional content, Silent Killer, multiplayer and loadout pack, while stocks last, so I'm guessing it's not in... I'm guessing it's not in with this. Single player disc 1, single player disc 2. I have got two multiplayer discs as well. I don't know where I've got that from, but I've got a spare disc as well just in case. It does come with manuals and the 2 discs there, but there is a spare one in there as well just in case. This one is backwards compatible as well. Max Payne 3. I'm not sure if this is the last one, but I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's good because the first one I really, really enjoyed. That was out on the PlayStation 1 years and years and years ago, and PC, I think. I don't think it was on the Xbox 360. No, I know it wasn't on the Xbox 360. So yeah, this Max Payne 3, that's that one. Medal of Honor Tier 1 Edition. Not sure what's so special about Tier 1 Edition, but it does come with manual and single disc. Multiplayer developed by the creators of Battlefield. So does that mean they're developed, the single player and the multiplayer developed by different people? Because that seems a bit weird. Sorry, I've just got to sort the sleeve out. I hate it when they slide down or up. Now it's up. Oh, come on. You in? That's what she said. Medal of Honor, Tier 1 Edition. Again, these are supposed to be... I'm not massive into my war games. I imagine I will be in the future because that's what all men end up getting into. I'm not big on Call of Duty and things like that. I think it's more the multiplayer aspect of them that I don't like. I quite enjoy the campaigns. The campaigns are fine. I quite enjoy shoot 'em up campaigns, but I don't like online gaming. So I'm definitely a campaign player rather than an online player. Tier 1 Edition, not sure what that entails, but I've got it anyway. This one has been on one of my recent pick-em-ups. I don't even know if it's actually released yet, so you're getting a sneak peek here. Metal Gear Rising. I do mention in that this doesn't look anything like any of the Metal Gear games that I played back in the PlayStation 1 days. This looks very much action-packed. It looks quite Devil May Cry, and it doesn't seem as stealthy as Metal Gear Solid is. Now I don't know if it is. I'm guessing it is. It's something to do with Metal Gear Solid, but this is called Metal Gear Rising, and it's Revengeance. I don't know how interlinked it is to the original Metal Gear Solids. I missed quite a big chunk out in the middle. I think I played the first two and then missed loads, and this is the first one I'm going to play, I think, since that. So I don't know if I've missed loads out. He seems to become more robotic and more cyborgy every time I see him. So I don't know, maybe it will fill me in the story. This is backwards compatible, and I just picked this up recently. This was a tenner. So it is a mid-range sort of game, not a cheap one by any means, but not your ridiculous price ones either. That does come with the manual, complete in box. The next one we've got, I don't know which one comes first, but we've got Metro. This one's got some really messed up case, but again, these are dead cheap, so look at that, that's weirdly messed up. That, where is it? Like, it's just really loose and baggy. I don't know how that's even managed to do that, but anyway, it's just a case. I can probably change that. Does come complete in box. Has got a ripped sleeve as well, which isn't great, but I believe this is only a couple of quid, so I can pick this up again. That's not an issue, and I'll probably sell this one on. Metro Last Light limited edition. I don't know if this is the first one or if this is the first one. Metro Last Light is not backwards compatible, nor is Metro 2033. Fear the future. Brave the darkness of the tunnels where mutants hunt their prey and ghostly spirits lurk. Oh, so it's quite spooky. I like a spooky game. I like it. I like it a lot. Metro 2033 is not complete in box, which is a bit annoying. Again, it's only a couple of quid for these games, so for the sake of going online and getting a manual and it costing me £3, I might as well go. I'll probably get for £3. I'll probably get both of these from C.E.X. I just have to find one with manuals. But Metro Last Light and Metro 2033, again, games I've not played. However, I do want to play them. Next up, we've got Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor. This is like a darker version of Lord of the Rings. I've not seen it. I've not played it, but I think it's like a bit of a. It is an 18, so it's quite a horror. I don't know how it's horror, but I am quite intrigued to play this one. There's Shadow of Mordor, and there's another one. I'm sure there's another one. I have them both on my. I'll see it here. There we go. There, I have them both there somewhere in my Xbox One Smart Delivery, Xbox Series X stash. So I can't remember what the other one's called, but this one's Shadow of Mordor, and the other one's, is it something else of Mordor or something like that? But I am quite intrigued by this, and I do think it will be quite good. I'm not sure if it's original players. It's an open world experience, which is good. And he's got a broken sword, so that's not going to help him much, is it? So yeah, that looks like a game that I'm going to enjoy at some point. Midnight Club Los Angeles. This is backwards compatible, and it's got a shiny look to it, nice and shiny. This comes with some. Is it a map, or it does seem like it has a map and a owner's manual as well, so that's good. I don't know if this is. Oh, it's a Rockstar game as well. So, is it going to be not Fast and Furious, Need for Speed meets Grand Theft Auto? That's what I'm getting. The best way to see Los Angeles is at 245 miles an hour. Race at breakneck speed through the streets of modern day LA, recreated in stunning detail. Welcome to the Midnight Club. Again, this looks like a decent game. Not a story-based one, I don't think. It might have some sort of story to it, but it's very. This might be one that just gets played here and there rather than a full-on story. That is backwards compatible though. This next one, Mind Jack. I've never even heard of this. I picked it up because I'd never heard of it. I picked it up, I was like, oh, I've never seen that before. Mind Jack. Your mind is not your own. Mind Jack offers a unique gameplay experience where players can hack into a host game as an ally or enemy and hack into soldiers, civilians, mechanical, bionic creatures, and weaponry. So, is it? It seems like is it? I mean, I don't know. I've not played this either, but it sounds like an early version of Watch Dogs, maybe, because that's hacking technology, isn't it? Although these can hack into soldiers apparently and civilians. So this is 2031. So actually, this is only about 6 years away from actually happening. This is factual, guys. This is real life. It's going to happen. So I've got about 5 years to play this, maybe even less, because I've got to get a plan on, haven't I? Love it when you get games that are set just a little bit in the future, and you're just like, no, that's never going to happen. That's Mind Jack. Minecraft Story Mode. Now, I got this quite recently, and it was the season pass disc, but I don't know if it's just the season pass disc includes episode 1 of Minecraft Story Mode on the disc plus entitlement to download 2 to 5 as they become available. Now, you can't download them anymore as far as I know, because you just can't. So I will probably have to. You can get the full story. I think. I don't have the manual in here either. But I'm sure you can buy this, like the full lot, already on the disc. This was when. Excuse me. This was when they started. I mean, Telltale games. They're the worst for it, aren't they? Like, they just they don't exist anymore because they jumped on the bandwagon when we were in between sort of sagas of games. You used to have a game and it'd all come out in one on the disc, and it would be released when it was released as a finished article. Then we started coming into releasing games and then updating them as and when updates came out, fixing bugs after release, which that's never sat right for me anyway. If you're paying 60-70 quid for a brand new game, you should never ever have to wait for updates. And Telltale, I don't think they ever did a full game that you could just buy until later on, and then once they were all out, you could then buy it as a disc. But they used to do it like this, so they'd do one part of it, and then the next part they'd do again, and then the next part, and you'd buy them as they come out. That's not for me. That I don't like that. I've got this because it's on the Xbox 360. It was cheap. I don't know if I'll get the full disc. I probably will, to be fair, because I might fancy playing it with my kids at some point. But I just don't like. I don't like this. I don't like this whole. This is one of the reasons I've started collecting for the 360, to be honest, because it's one of the last consoles that most of the games. I know there's a few games at the back end of the releases, but most of the games on the 360 were complete games at when they were sold. This and a few other Telltale ones weren't. I know Resident Evil went through that with Revelations as well. I think they made them like chapters as well. That never worked. Just don't sell something if it's not finished. Simple. Sorry, it annoys me. Then we've got Minecraft, the Xbox 360 edition. I don't think this one came with a manual. I did get this in a bundle originally, and it was really, really bad. Really, really bad. Scratched to death. But so I ended up having to pay a tenner for this, even though I already had it. just because the person I bought the bundle off weren't looking after the game. But as far as I know, there isn't a manual for this, so that's not too bad. And that's Minecraft. Obviously, it's not backward compatible because they sell it on every single platform that you can buy computer games on, because that's how they make their money. And then the last one in our M category is Mirror's Edge. This is quite a... Now, I steer clear of these sort of games usually, parkour games where you've got to jump and run from one building to another and all that. Now, there's a reason for that, because I'm not very good at quick pushing buttons, real-time events and that sort of stuff. I'm not good at it. So, and most of the parkour games are like real-time events. So I tend to steer clear of them. This was a dead cheap game. But on that note, I've got the game Wet as well. Completely different. That's a W. But I'm just going to mention it because that was the first game that I played that was parkour-ish, that I did actually really enjoy. It was really good, and it actually made the game easier when you were jumping and shooting, because it slowed it all down, and that very Alan Wake, I think it is, isn't it? But this one I'm not so sure. I will give it a go at some point, but I'm not too sure if it'll sit with me. There's no looking back in a city where information is heavily monitored, where crime is just a memory, where most people sacrifice freedom for a comfortable life. Some choose to live differently. They communicate using messengers called runners. You are a runner called Faith. Murder has come to this perfect city and you are now being hunted. So you're just being chased the whole game by the sounds of it. Might be good, but I'm not massively holding out hope for this one. So that is the end of my M games. If you've enjoyed, please hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would be really, really great and very helpful. See you in the next video. Peace out.